What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Don back here with another video, man. And make sure you go ahead and hit that like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, man. Let's get right into it. This build today will be a Kobe Bryant video. As you probably saw in the thumbnail, we're gonna go ahead and get the most official Kobe Bryant build that you can make. We're gonna try to get all of his animations. But starting off with a close shot, we're gonna take that up to a 77. Now with the driving layup, man, you're going to need to have this if you want to make this official Kobe build. We're going with an 80 for the driving layup. Now the driving dunk, we do want to get those contacts. It's going to be contacts off too, but we not tripping about that. We're going to go ahead and take that driving dunk up to an 87, and already the build's looking kind of nice in my opinion. But one thing you have to do if you're going to make a Kobe build, of course you will need some post control, man. You're going to have to be able to hit those post shots. We're going to go crazy with the post control. We're going to take that up to an 79, which is pretty solid if you ask me. But all right, now for the MIDI, of course, if you want to have a Kobe build, you got to have the MIDI on it. We're going to take that MIDI up to a 92, and that's so you can get the shot base, because honestly, Kobe Bryant is typically one of the better shot bases in the game, has been for a few years, and that's still true. Now for the three-point shot, we're gonna take that up to an 80. You do need to be able to knock those down. If you use like rhythm shooting, or if you're just a good shooter, even with square, you'll be able to knock those down with that rating right there. Now for the free throw, this part is negotiable. Me personally, I like having a high free throw. I like knocking free throws down at a high clip. So we're gonna take the free throw up to an 89, but you can go as high as you want. Like if you're only using this build for park, go ahead and I would leave the free throw on default, honestly. But I'm a rec head, pro-am, I play game modes like that, so I'm gonna need the free throw. Now for the pass accuracy, this part is probably the suspect part. But I will tell you, I play on a few builds that don't have a super high pass accuracy, and it's all right, you know, like it's not terrible, but the passes will be a little slow. Those tight windows, you won't be able to hit them. But that is what it is, man. Hey, man. Make the build that fits you, but this is the official Kobe Bryant joint, so we doing what we do. For the ball handle, you will have to go up to an 88. I mean, that's for a lot of Kobe's animations. A lot of his are locked behind an 88. So make sure if you want Kobe's animations, if you want to make an actual Kobe Bryant build, you're gonna need that 88 ball handle. The Spiegel ball, we're gonna take this all the way up, man. You need to have as much Spiegel ball as possible. That does unlock gold lightning launch, and I feel like that's the breaking point right there. Between silver and gold is the biggest difference in my opinion. Of course, I'm not gonna make a Kobe build and disrespect a man with no defense. We're gonna take the perimeter defense up to an 85. And the steal, we're gonna take that up to an 85 as well, man. We wanna be able to play them lanes as well. And with that 85, we get some decent badges. Now for the block, for the most part, you can leave the block alone. We're not gonna really do much with it, but we are gonna take it up a little bit. It's gonna go up anyway, but you know, just make sure you add something to it. Leave offensive rebound and defensive rebound alone. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna try to get some actual good physicals on the build. 81 speed is okay for a 6'6" build. We're gonna take the agility up to an 80, just so we can actually, you know, actually move out there. Now the strength, you do need the strength to be able to finish some of these layups. We want to be able to do contact layups, so make sure you take that strength up to a 69. And trust me, I've tried this a few different ways. You lose the Kobe comp if you start messing with the stats a little bit, but just to make sure that you get a good build, make sure you get the things that you want on your build. And now with the vertical, we're gonna take that up to a 75. That does get a silver posterizer, of course. Now we're gonna get into some of these badges, man. So starting off with the driving dunk, we do get silver posterizer. Gold aerial wizard, you'll be able to catch them lobs. I will tell you, aerial wizard is probably one of the most important badges this year. If you plan on getting putbacks, you're gonna need to pay special attention to that. In my tier 2 badges, I normally use the max +1 on aerial wizard. This build does have a few of the best badges in the game. Of course, interceptor, you want to play those lanes. This is it is the most important badge if you want to do that. I will say this physical finisher right here, if you are one of those type of players that likes to finish in traffic, this is probably one of the most important badges that you'll get. Set shot specialist. Any badge other than this one in your tier 1, doesn't deserve your max +1. I think this is probably one of the best badges right here, set shot specialist. But if you're one of those people that likes to play like Kobe, you like to get his dribble, pull up, and all that other stuff, shifty shooter might be the move for you. Me personally, it's set shot specialist. That'll, no matter what you do, you'll probably be taking more set shots. Unless you have a certain play style and you only take moving middies, you'll end up using set shot specialist way more than shifty shooter for most people. But if you are one of those moving shooters, you got special mentality, you know, that Mamba mentality, then maybe you can use shifty shooter a little bit more. And of course, post up poet, you're gonna need that. Those shimmy shots, they work. They actually get stuns this year, which is kind of crazy if you think about it, but that is what it is. We do get post fade phenom. Of course, had to get Kobe, the highest post fade phenom I could. Would still getting that comparison. Off ball pass help you play a little defense. But all right, man, let's actually look at the build, because I'm not gonna have a Kobe comp without actually getting Kobe. And number one on the shades of, we got Kobe, and then we got DeJounte Murray and Colin Sexton, man. Now for the actual build name, it does come out as a two-way, 3-level shot creator. I mean, if you make a decent build, I'm not gonna lie to you, you're gonna come out as a two-way, 3-level something. Like, no matter what in this game, even though they added all these different build names, which I will say they added them mostly to those Pro Tune builds, which honestly aren't bad, man. Let me know if y'all want me to make a build from the Pro Tune builds. I think they're not bad personally, but that is what it is. That's an opinion thing. But all right, we're gonna get into some of these animations, because like I said, this build actually does get a lot of Kobe's animations, so we can go ahead and put those things on, man. Now for the animations on this build, like I said, Kobe Bryant jump shot is probably one of the best in the game. I just personally like that base a lot. One thing you can do, you can use either Kobe Bryant's base or James Harden's base, but I'll go through a signature jump shot or a custom jump shot in a second, man. The layup style, I tried to go for the most athletic one, and I feel like the Zion Williamson is probably one of the better ones, because you actually get explosive moves to the basket. That's probably one of the most important things in the layup styles, that you get explosive moves to the basket. Dunk style, I went with Paul George, but you can create a better dunk style if you would like it. Personally, for the dunk styles, I like to get ones that don't have a lot of snatchbacks, not snatchbacks, but back scratchers. I don't like the ones with the back scratchers. Those get blocked a lot. But if you have to go create a custom one, I mean, do your thing. You get a decent amount of dunks. But we'll get into that dunk style in a little bit. Go-to shot, Paul George. Dribble pull up Pro 2. This is probably my favorite one in the game. Just the dribble pull up, it's fire. Pro 2, that's where you want it. I don't like the ones that are too slow. Kobe Bryant for the hop jumper. Kevin Huerter for the post fade. Sabonis has probably one of the best post hooks in the game. It's like Sabonis and maybe Kareem Abdul-Jabbar if you can actually time that. Motion style, I had to go with Kobe Bryant. And like I said, I made this build's ball handle high enough so that you can actually get a lot of Kobe Bryant's moves. You see, we can get all of them right there. You can actually make this build play just like Kobe if you want it. But the dribble style, Jalen Green, that one is fire. The pass style, you only get 2 of them, none and fundamental. And honestly, in my opinion, none is probably one of the best things in the game. Now, I really don't care about a lot of these dribble moves, but one thing you want to do for this step back is make sure you have Luka Doncic, man. Probably the best step back in the game, in my opinion. You can spam it and you get a very consistent timing once you do like the pullback while you're trying to shoot the shot. That's probably one of the best step backs in the game, point blank period. Triple threat style, I always use Joel Embiid, and I don't have any proof behind this, but I do think that when you use a certain triple threat style, you catch the ball differently, and Joel Embiid keeps his dribble, it's kind of live, high. So I like that he does that, and I use that on most of my builds when I can. So check out that triple threat style, see if it makes a difference. If you're catching the ball really low, that'll probably help you out a little bit. And as for the custom jump shot, this is what I got right here. Kobe Bryant base, Kobe Bryant released with a James Harden release too. Mostly towards James Harden, I went 2377. I do feel like this jumper is fire. I did test it out on a player that I have that can actually use a jumper pretty decent, man. So I would either go with Kobe base or James Harden base. Either one you can't go wrong with. And also, with their base jumper, it's also pretty good, man. The base jumpers on this game aren't as bad as they have been in previous years, and that goes for James Harden, Kobe Bryant, and JJ Redick. Those are all base jumpers that I feel like are really, really good. I haven't tried a bunch of them. Kyrie Irving's is okay if you're okay with like a slightly slower jump shot, but it has a really good cue. But yeah, I'll catch y'all boys in the next one. It's your boy Don, and I'm up out here. Let's get this video to about 100 likes, man. But other than that, I'll catch y'all boys later, man. Peace.